Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 24th. Leo, we are just going to jump right in here and see what comes up for you at this time, Leo. Leo, make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time, Leo. But Leo, let's see here. Definitely looking good. You have this happy card. I love this card, so there's definitely happiness coming in for you. It's kind of funny because you always get this security card here. I like just thinking back to some of your past readings. I know for a fact that you've had that card a bunch of times. So we're going to take a look into that. But, and you show up twice in your last row here, so that's really nice. Definitely coming in a very strong position. You start off with this security card. I want to clarify this here. It's like both cards could represent illumination. There's a fire right here, and you have the illumination card here. I feel like you're realizing like what can provide security in your life. For a lot of you, this could be financial security, and so I feel like that's what you're trying to create. Two force right here. It's almost like you're trying to create financial security. In this row, you have the Lovers, the Four of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. Definitely could have to do with love. We'll talk about that in a second. But in a lot of ways, I feel what's more important here is that you are creating kind of like this, it's like you're at a crossroads right now, and you know you need to take a little bit of a risk. You have the Five of Wands here. The Five of Wands to me is actually a good card. Number one, like in the birth card reading system, the Five of Wands is the card of the millionaire, and so really good card. And the Five of Wands can also represent kind of like needing to go through something so you can get treasure. And I say that also because you have the Strength card in the same row here, and the Strength card is a display of strength. You know, I always call Five of Wands Indiana Jones. To me, it's like going through some crazy adventure so that you can find treasure or so that you can get the gold, right? And it's like that's what's happening here, Leo. It's like you're going on some sort of crazy adventure, or will be soon here, and maybe you're having to leave behind some security, right? Maybe you're having to leave behind a little security to have something great or to have something better than what you're experiencing right now. And that could be a little uncomfortable, but at the same time, I feel like it's a good thing because it's going to lead to success. You have the Lovers here as well. Again, for some of you, I almost get the sense that you're just taking a little bit of a break from love, but in the near future, I think you're going to start thinking about wanting a relationship if you don't have one already, because it's almost like you're taking a little bit of a break here, focusing on some other things, and then Six of Cups. Like, that's what I'm getting there is that you're kind of like, oh, you know, maybe it would be nice to have a relationship. It's like just that, it's like that switch of the energy. So it's like all of a sudden, I think you're maybe a little bit more open to having love. Knight of Cups, Knight in Shining Armor coming in. Could be a Gemini for sure, or it could be a water sign coming in for you. You have the Knight of Pentacles as well, and the Queen of Cups. Someone very kind, caring, nurturing. Again, to me, Queen of Cups is the perfect match for Leo. Plain and simple. To me, Queen of Cups is everything that Leo wants in a relationship. Again, you know, you're all different, so, you know, take this with a grain of salt. But, you know, to me, it's like a very kind, caring, nurturing type of situation. So I definitely like that. I feel like for some of you, it's like you're getting with someone who's in it for the long haul. Knight of Pentacles is, you know, kind of working towards something that, something more permanent. Knight of Cups is a Knight in Shining Armor. So for some of you, I feel like this is a lot. For some of you, I feel like you've recently met a person, or you're at the beginning stages of a relationship here with a new person. I feel like it's someone very kind, caring, nurturing, you know, all those good things. So this looks pretty good to me especially if you're getting into a new connection here. You have the happy card next, Leo. So definitely a ton of happiness coming in for you here. I feel like you need to tap into this a little bit. I love this card. It almost looks like she's channeling the happiness through the top of her head right here, Leo. So I feel like for some of you, it really is saying you need to choose to be happy, right? You need to make the conscious decision to focus on the good things. You have the Five of Wands, Seven of Cups, and this Fool. I'm getting the words demon from the past are popping into my head here with that Five of Wands. I feel like you need to let go of any feelings of like jealousy, anything. You know, any problems or challenges you've dealt with in relationships, I feel like that's the only thing that could potentially mess something good up, right? You know, so I would just be careful of, having any, outbursts at a new person, especially if you're at a new person, or thinking that a new person is like a past person. You know, I would try to let go of those fears here. But for the most part, I feel like this is really good. I feel like that Five of Wands is saying that you're manifesting, or you're kind of like going on this journey that's going to lead to a lot of treasure. I do feel like there's a need to focus. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups to me can be a good card, bad card type situation. I just feel the Seven of Cups is asking you to focus on one thing and to make it happen, right? I feel like you almost need to. It's like she's sitting on this blue egg. Let's put it that way, Leo. It's almost like you need to put all your energy into something that makes you truly happy. And this is outside of love. This is like, this has more to do with your life, I would say. It's like you're trying to create a life worth living. And I feel like this is saying focus on like one thing that makes you really happy and just make it happen with this energy. And you have the Fool. And I'm kind of getting this like vice versa message here. On the Fool, I'm getting like for some of you that it's like you have always been loyal to something and something has always been loyal to you, but it's like a belief or a business idea or a job idea. It's like there's something that you've always been loyal to. And what I mean by that is there's something you've always been thinking of, or I feel like there's something that you always come back to with the happy card, because it truly makes you happy. And that's what I feel like the Seven of Cups is asking you to focus on. And I feel in a lot of ways that this row is saying there have been many blockages, there have been many things that have gotten in your way of accomplishing something that you truly want to have in your life. But you have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is a gift from the universe, and it represents a turnaround. It says obstacles are being removed from your life. So I really feel this is saying, like, don't quit and try again. Keep pushing towards something that you truly see as like your ultimate wish, goal, dream, your ultimate manifestation, because you will get your treasure here. For others in love, again, I feel like, this dog here down in the corner represents loyalty. So I do feel there is someone who is like very, loyal coming in for you. For some of you, I feel like you're already with this person. It feels like a little bit of a newer type of connection to me here, Leo. You have the Page of Wands here. Go on the adventure is what I would say. Page of Wands, literally a call to adventure, literally saying go on the adventure. Seven of Pentacles, sevens, let go of your fears. Two sevens, internal fears don't exist. And the Chariot, allowing the universe to guide you. So yeah, there's definitely a victory coming in for you. Seven of Pentacles is kind of like, a card that it can represent a change in direction. He's looking at those seven pentacles and he's saying, is it worth it? Am I getting results from the work that I'm doing? And for some of you, I feel you are, I actually feel like you haven't been, but again, the Six of Cups is the turnaround. The Chariot is you, like I feel part of me is saying, part of me feels that you need to let go of the past, and that's what I'm getting here, you're not letting go of something specific. I feel like you're more letting go of like a belief system, or you're letting go of the experiences that you've had in the past in love, right? For example. And I feel like it's saying like, don't really, again, I read intuitively, this is not necessarily what the Chariot means, but what's popping into my head is that you need to kind of like let go of the, what somebody did to you in the past, and don't put it on a new person, because I feel like that's the only challenge that you have here, really, in a lot of ways. For others, I am getting something about social media here as well. If you work in social media, or if you're thinking about working in social media, I feel like it'd be very good for you. I feel like you will stand out. I feel like you will have victories with the Chariot card, so I definitely like to see that. I'm getting a lot of travel as well. Some of you could be doing a lot of traveling, a lot of moving, a lot of traveling around. I feel like it's going to be beneficial for you. Pretty much all the fire signs have been getting this message that if you're traveling, I think there's a lot of benefits to that for you, over not just this year, but probably for the next few years. So I like to see that. Next, you have the Knight of Wands here. Again, another card of adventure, card of mysteries. You have like 1, 2, 3 cards of mysteries here, Leo, I would say, at least, right? Yeah, 3 cards of mysteries. The Knight of Wands represents mysteries because normally there's some pyramids here. Chariot represents mysteries because of the sphinxes that are on the card. And again, pyramids on the Page of Wands as well. So it's kind of like this Indiana Jones type of vibe here, where it's kind of like you're exploring new areas of life, and definitely an adventure for sure. You have the Strength card, the Six of Cups, and the King of Wands. You showing up in a very bold, assertive position here as the King of Wands. So definitely standing out at this time. Like I said, I love having the Five of Wands with the Strength card after it, because the Strength card is a display of strength. She has her hands in this lion's mouth, and it's like, who in their right mind would stick their hands in a lion's mouth? Nobody is the answer. Six of Cups is a turnaround. And, Six of Cups can represent thinking about the past, nostalgia. To me, it's also a gift from the universe, and it can say that, basically it says try again. And kind of like the word I'm getting here is hardened is what's popping into my head, which is weird on the Six of Cups, but I feel some of you have been like hardened to something. And it's almost like you've been, touching a hot stove, right? But I feel like you've been burnt so many times that now it doesn't even burn you anymore. And that's a weird image, but that's what's popping into my head here, Leo. So I feel for some of you, it's like whatever risk you're about, it's not really a risk, but whatever adventure you're about to take, it's like I feel like now you're going to be able to leave your hand on the stove. Don't do that. Disclaimer, don't put your hand on the stove, right? Plain and simple. But, whatever you're doing, it's almost like you can no longer be burnt by fire. The King of Wands, he is covered in salamanders on his cloak, and the salamanders in mythology represent not being burnt by fire. So in a lot of ways, I feel like you are being protected from being burnt at this time. I like this reading for you quite a bit here, Leo. I feel like there's good stuff coming in for you. Let's see. You have the Eight of Pentacles. You've been working very hard. You will get your rewards, plain and simple. If you've always wanted to start a business, start the business. Eight of Pentacles, material success on the horizon. You might not get money today. You might not get money tomorrow. You might not see the success right now, but you will be seeing it in the near future. Three Cups, major celebration. Getting something about a baby here as well. So for some of you, either you are pregnant or you know someone like in your family who could be pregnant. So some of you could be celebrating like a child or something like that here. It's popping into my head as like over here, something separate. So I feel like it's a separate message that's going on there. For others, I just feel like it's a good time. I feel like it's just a happy time for you, or you're entering this time where there's going to be a lot of happiness. And you have the Judgment card as well. It's like you're answering your inner calling at this time. In a lot of ways, I feel you're just in alignment with your like true self, your higher purpose, whatever you want to call it here, Leo. And I feel like that alignment is what is ultimately leading to a lot of success. I do want to see like what are these rewards that are coming in for you here. Seven of Swords, let go of your fears, number one. The world, completion, you show up in this bottom corner right here, Leo. So definitely an accomplishment coming in for you. And the Emperor, yeah, things going according to plan. As silly as this may sound, Leo, in a lot of ways, I feel like this last row, even with that Seven of Swords, I feel is saying that things are finally going according to plan. It's like you can finally, it's like I feel like you've always had plans to do things in your life, like start a business, get a job, or whatever, and nothing goes according to plan. In a lot of ways, I feel this is just things working out for you. It's like you're no longer having to worry about like whether or not things are going to fall apart or things are not going to work. It's like things are just working here for you, Leo, in this last row. So let's see here. Yep, Knight of Swords, things moving forward very quickly. With that Seven of Swords, I wouldn't make any hasty decisions. I also feel like it's kind of saying don't give up on, whatever your main goal is at this time. Stay focused. I would also like, don't be afraid to get a second opinion as well. If you're like, Three of Cups here, to that Knight of Swords, could definitely say like don't make decisions on your own, especially if you're making important decisions, especially during Mercury retrograde, right? Like make sure maybe there's people who have good advice, maybe there's someone who can help you make an important decision, so make sure to do that. You have the Eight of Cups here. Yeah, definitely going through a transformation. I like the Eight of Cups because you're walking away from something that no longer serves you. The world is just completion. You're ending a cycle. The Eight of Cups is walking towards the Nine of Cups. It's like you're walking towards wish fulfillment. And the Empress, look at this. Bang, boom. Empress and Emperor. I'll tell you what, Leo. If you are in a new relationship, I feel like this is your like divine counterpart. I'm getting goosebumps on this one right here. So I feel like this is like a divine counterpart, very strong connection coming in for you. If you're not, I feel like this is almost like, again, Indiana Jones. Like it's almost like I feel like you're inserting a key into something and it's like opening a portal here. It's like this is what's been missing. The Knight, the Emperor, and the Empress are like, I almost just feel, it's a very simple message is what I'm trying to spit out here, Leo. It's like two things are just kind of like melding together that have been missing. And I feel like this unlocks your life, unlocks a new life, whatever you want to call it. It's going to lead to abundance. I also feel like it's leading to answers as well. Sometimes the Emperor to me can just represent answers. It's like the Emperor can show up. We are looking for a path. We're looking for a journey. We don't know where our life is going. We're confused before Seven of Cups right here, right? And then the Emperor with that Empress is kind of like the missing piece of the puzzle, if that makes sense. So in a lot of ways, I feel like this reading is saying the reason you're probably going to be feeling very happy is because like the missing piece of the puzzle, boom, poised ready. I love this card. It's like you are on a pedestal. You are ready for major success, growth, abundance, glow up energy, as always, Leo. So I freaking love this reading for you, Leo. Definitely heading in the right direction. I feel like you've been through it. And I mean, Indiana Jones, right? You're going to be going on some sort of crazy adventure. You're going to be, experiencing conflict and competition, but that doesn't mean stop. That means keep going because you are going to be successful. And right here as well. Definitely a divine counterpart. If you're looking for love, this is really good. Definitely new love coming in for you. You're gonna have to date Five of Wands, but I like it. So thank you for being here, Leo. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this week. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. But thank you, Leo, and definitely enjoy your week.